like me and losing your absolute shiitake mushrooms over college applications? Let me help you out.
So the first thing you want to do when you're applying to colleges is find out what your major is going to be. Some might do art, some might do science. You're going to want to choose a college that fits what you want to do. The next thing you want to do is find a school in an area that you like. Do you want to stay close to home or do you want to travel the world? There are a lot of different choices and a lot of different schools out there, so make sure that you choose one that is up to your standards. Now what I would do is make a list of your A, B, and C tier list schools. Your A tiers are going to be schools that you would love to go to. If you could, they are your dream schools, all right? So one of mine would be SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design. It's a very art-forward school and they're very hands-on with how they teach. Another one of mine would be Full Sail. B tier schools are lower on the list, but still very good schools. B tier schools tend to be not exactly where you want them to be, but they're better than C tiers. Now C tier schools are like, well, if I had to go to a college and I couldn't get into my like favorites, I guess that this place would be fine. It's close to where I want to be and it gives my major. Now, some schools are going to be perfect for you in places such as location, maybe how many students it has, or like population. And some schools are going to be great for you with your majors. Some schools are going to be a perfect mix of both. You don't have to choose a college based off of just one of these, but you also don't have to go to a college that you thought was maybe in your A tier. You can also choose a college that was in your C tier. It all depends on what you apply to and what you get accepted to. Now for your actual college applications, there are a few things you're going to want to go through. A couple of them are your extracurriculars. Extracurriculars include sports, clubs, and volunteer hours. Those are going to get you extra bonus points. Your extracurriculars will show what you're interested in and how much work you're willing to put into them. For instance, clubs and volunteer work show that you have a great relationship with your community. Participating in sports can show that you're a great team member or that you're a great leader, depending on what position you're in. And your test scores are very important because they reflect your work ethic. You're going to want to show that you can and are capable of the work that you're saying that you want to do. A lot of schools are going test optional now, but it is still very important to do the tests and get good grades in them and get good scores. You're gonna have to do is personal essays.
So personal essays are essays about yourself. They're personal. They're about either things that you've gone through in life or things that you hope to go through in life and hope to work on in life. Usually the schools will give you a prompt. So for instance, like something that you've had to overcome in life or your hopes and aspirations for the next 5 or 10 years. Letters of recommendation are written by your teachers to recommend you to the schools. So find a teacher that you get along with or a teacher that you think would do you justice and ask them for a letter of recommendation. You will not be able to read this letter of recommendation. I hope that you know that. You are not allowed to see what they say about you. But if you're a good student, hopefully they say something good.
So all of these things have a deadline. Your grades and scores, your personal essay, and your letter of recommendation all have deadlines. But your most important deadline, besides obviously your completed application to the college, the most important deadlines are, drumroll please, money! Okay, let's talk about money. Your federal aid money is going to come from your FAFSA, right? You're going to take something called the Federal Student Aid Estimator. It's going to estimate how much student aid you're going to get. Now you want to aim for 0. You want to aim for a low score. The lower your score, the more money you're going to get, okay? The second thing you want to do is apply to scholarships. Get as much free money as you can. College ain't cheap, okay? Get as many scholarships as you can. There are many different sites, and you can probably ask around, ask your teachers, ask fellow students what scholarships they're applying to. Ask around for scholarships. Look around on the internet. I'm sure you will find one. There's one for everything. I'm like 90% sure I saw one about milk at one point, where you wrote an essay about milk. There is a scholarship for everything. So look around for your scholarships and like just gather as much money as you can so that you're not paying out of pocket. Okay, if you have any other questions, go to www.collegeboogie.com. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.
Out of a Ooga Booga mug.
Oogie boogie.
Oh.
Of course you would hear oogie boogie and go ooga booga. Okay, I'm going to bed now.
It is 5:27 a.m. on the due date. I hope, Miss Porter, I'm sorry.